We've seen organizations make considerable investments in various security solutions, and that's fantastic, but they're not turning on all of the security features that would make a material difference in the outcomes they're trying to achieve. The providers of those solutions are constantly tasked with updating their solutions to address the emerging and evolving threats in the cyber threat landscape. We want people to turn these things on. The things that make the biggest impact are: 1, filtering outbound connections. We want to make it difficult for an attacker to essentially communicate between your environment and theirs. The next thing is, we don't want to rely on just one means of verifying who people are. So we're going to use something called multi-factor authentication, MFA. Now, when we utilize a secure, hardened configuration, we're actually able to make it more difficult for attackers to move laterally. And then lastly, in turning several features on, security features on, we want to deprive attackers of essentially weapons, resources that can be used against us. Whatever it is that we use essentially could potentially deprive them of a future opportunity. Back in 2020, there was a product called SolarWinds, and that product allowed people to monitor their environments. Attackers turned that tool, that helpful tool, against the very customers. We saw that organizations that utilized outbound connection filtering were able to restrict the communication between their environment and the attackers. 70% of the time, this was successful. We want that number to get as close to 100% as possible. We want you to think of us as a partner both before and after an incident has occurred. We want people to know that if they don't understand what they should do next, we're here to help them do so. And we want those changes to be implemented consistently. We want them to be implemented quickly. We want the change to be long-lasting.